Industries. So it's been very difficult for any clothing company, for any fashion industry, because people are not able to afford the luxury like they used to afford. So that has impact most of the business. But I feel like with most people in Africa, because they do most of the thing themselves, and that doesn't affect them much, but at the same time, you can produce, but they need no buyers. And that's why we need to find an online market in order to buy, because locally people are not able to afford such clothes. Yeah.
I see. Amazing, amazing. And we have a question from the public, actually. So thank you so much, African Abroad blog, for sending your questions. And if others have other questions for Chanceline, that's really the time. We really enjoy having comments from everyone. So African Abroad blog was asking if at the start you were mentioning bow ties, and then you went through all the different range of clothes. You have very different models now on your page. How did you manage that, and are you actually making the clothes yourself?
Yeah, so I started just making little bow ties, because like I couldn't afford. I didn't have the finances to do that, but I know that I wanted to do it. So I started making little bow tie, hair bows, and I literally would go shop by shop and ask them if I can supply them. I'll go shop by shop and be like, hey, I make this, I supply this for you. So I started supplying shop, and then I was just like, it would be so nice to have a little hair bow and a skirt that matches. And then I started making like just African skirts. And then I would go again, email shops, go to shop physically and ask them if I can supply them. And that's how I came and start growing capital to grow more and more and more and more range. Yeah.
Yeah, but you also grew your skills. Like basically you became a professional sewer. That's insane. That's really amazing. And basically at the moment, like what would you say is your biggest challenge? And did you ever wanted to quit at some point, like because of that challenge?
Yes. Yes. There's so many stuff that happen. There's so many obstacles. I think in life there's obstacles in general, Like a few years ago, I was really badly sick. And because you are a solopreneur, everything's relying on you. So if you're not well, your business don't move, And then like with this lockdown, I did not know what to do or how to go about, but I needed to find a way to make an income for myself. I needed to find a way to support myself. And I was even talking to my friend the other day. I'm just like, I'm ready to give up. I feel like people don't have money. A lot of people have lost their job. People don't have money to be buying clothes. And then with the African print, people still only want to wear it when there's events. They don't want to wear it every day. People still think that way, So I feel like my market is dead, And then my friend encouraged me, just like, what Sean's like, just keep pushing. Like, find a way. I mean, you always find a way to keep pushing. Something will come up. And for the first few months, March, April, May, like I did nothing for my business and then until June, when I just like start trying to find a way to market myself online, connect with other people, connect with other young entrepreneurs. So there's many times where I was ready to give up. I was ready to just find another way to support myself. But somehow we always come and find a way to just, if you have a passion for something and you the way to pull through.
Exactly. And really, I'm telling you, keep pushing, because you also have people like me that wears African print every day and just are looking for the perfect brand to get those clothes coming. So keep pushing, and you have a lot of talents. Like really, for us, we believe strongly in Shika Afrika. What would be your plan now, let's say, because you actually achieved a lot. I know that as an entrepreneur, we're always very perfectionist, and we're like, okay, that is not there, maybe I give up. But like, when you look back, you've produced a lot of clothes already, you're shipping internationally, you managed to build a community around you of designers and fashion addicts, let's say, that really believe in your brand. So what would be the plan for 2021, and what are you looking for the next steps?
I think for 2021, I just really want to focus on marketing the business properly so that we can have at least almost half the revenue that we used to produce before. And in order to do that, one needs capital. And at the same time, we're just changing the brand in order that it can be diverse and relatable to everybody. In terms of, we're not going to only be focusing on African prints, but we're going to mix it more to make comfortable way for people. And I don't know if you've seen my range, just have comfortable, because most people are working from home now. Most people are spending much time at home. And we need to find a way to make their life much more comfortable and much more easier, even though at home they're still comfortable, they're still feeling at ease. So yeah, we'll try and venture in doing new things and experiencing with new fabrics. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. Really looking forward to that. And actually, like, we haven't talked so much about how you're making the clothes and like what kind of selection you're making with the quality, and how yourself you kind of grew as an expert in making those clothes. Like, can you tell us more about how you choose, for example, the fabric first, how you're making them then in South Africa, and how you plan as you grow? You know, you will have to delegate and maybe employ. Like, how do you want to make an impact basically in South Africa going forward?
So before, when we had the shops and stuff, so we were able to produce a big quantity we needed to produce big quantity. So we would source out CMT, but we will use mostly home-based small company. Oh, it's dark here as well. We use home-based small company. We use home-based small company. And I love women entrepreneurs, and I just love women business. So we're trying and find, we'll try and find small CMT that they can produce for us. Because sometimes we are able to do things, and sometimes we are unable to do things because we try. And the other thing that we're trying to work on is trying to help other entrepreneurs they fit, and that's the way we try and make an impact. And then fabric that we choose, we're trying to choose like 100% cotton. I usually used to get fabric from Congo, but due to lockdown, we haven't been able to get any supply from Congo, because that's where you get like quality African print material that you make a product that won't last for a few months, but will last for a very long time. If you know African prints, you know they can last for a very, very long time. You still have a good quality clothes. And that's what we're trying to do. We don't want to make fast fashion, but clothes that can last a long time. You can be able to wear it for such a long time. Yeah.
That's amazing. I mean, in any case, I think fast fashion is a bit like something that will die slowly, given the current challenges that we have, like being in employment, be it in the environment. So yeah, those are very important factors. And just for all the audience, and by the way, thank you so much for everyone to join us. Feel free to ask questions to Chanceline or to myself about entrepreneurships and funding. We're really here to answer all your questions. But basically, like, I'm always wondering, you know, when I meet an amazing entrepreneur like you, very motivated, cumulating 2 jobs, why basically entrepreneurship? Why did you decide to take that route? And would you actually advise anyone to go through this entrepreneurship journey, or do you sometimes I don't know, think that employment would be a better idea and maybe a bit easier?
I always say entrepreneurship is not for the faint-hearted. It's not for the faint-hearted, because I feel like when you become a founder of something, you experience something more, you know. There's so much growth as well, and there's so much heartbreaking, because this is your dream, this is your idea that you're putting into place, and some people might like it and some people might not like it, you know. I started becoming an entrepreneur. I became an entrepreneur because I needed to be flexible. I needed free time to do other things that I love. I just didn't want to be focused on one thing. But at the same time, growing up, my family has always had their own business, and my mom used to run her own business. So I already had that entrepreneurship skills for quite some time. I remember actually like when I was younger, back in primary school, and then we had like this market where we have like a grade 7 market where we're trying to do a business and entrepreneur skill. And then all my friends had like this amazing thing. They had like crazy amazing thing. And then I asked my dad, can you like just give me money so I can buy stuff and resell? And my father was just like, I'll give you this much. I was just like, 100 Rand is not enough. I need more. But they're just like, this is 100 Rand, trying to grow this 100 Rand. And and I literally found like notebooks because I love creativity, I love to create things. So I created like this notebook from normal paper and everything. And at the end of the day, I won the top entrepreneur of the year in primary school. So I've always loved entrepreneurship, and I just and I thought I'd keep pushing me that way.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, I feel you completely because for me it was the same. Like I was it's always important to learn through jobs and employment, and this is good, but also like when you want to give back to your home country, when you want to really try to empower others around you, you very quickly want to take the route of entrepreneurship and try to have your own activities. Actually, on this, there is a question from the public, from Au Pair Angeline. There's one question for you, Chanceline, and one question from me. And I'll start with the one for you, because Au Pair Angeline is basically asking you if how being a small business and all, how do you give back to your community around you, basically? I think we touched on it already before, a little bit, but maybe do you want to give more details or other details about how you want to give back to the community?